Hello witches, welcome back to the channel. Once again, this is Hectorios. July 16th, we have the full moon coming up. So that is next Tuesday. And you can see the full moon is in Sagittarius. And we also have Pluto and Saturn present. So this is an intense full moon. I do just want to start this off with my intuition, as always. This is an intense time, okay? We have just entered into a Mercury retrograde. So that energy is dominating this month, really. And with the full moon aligning with Saturn and Pluto, there's a very strong dark energy. I almost called it negative energy, but then I had to stop myself and say, you know, this is not negative. And I do not know if y'all just heard that loud pop on my wall. But like I said, I had to catch myself from calling this a negative energy. And I have to go ahead and say, no, this is just a heavy, intense energy. Pluto and Saturn are very intense energies. With Pluto, we have the energies of sort of the phoenix, death and rebirth energy. With Saturn, we have the energy of binding and structure, limitation, and sort of totalitarian control. Like, it's almost military style dominance and influence when you have Saturn involved. And then with Sagittarius, we have an energy of trying new things. It's very adventurous and expansive, and it's all about that enthusiasm and growth, the excitement of pursuing new paths and new energies and new ways of being. I feel the Sagittarius energy very much balances out the Pluto and Saturn energy. I feel that this is a time of, I don't even really want to say reevaluating. This is more so a time of restructuring our lives. I feel like the evaluating process has been ongoing up to this point. And now is a time of sort of putting that insight to practice and seeing where it can fit in our lives at this point. So this is a time to me of restructuring, to practice new ways of doing things, utilizing new practices, new tools, new approaches. That's what I'm feeling with this energy. So this is a very highly creative time as well. There is a lot that we can draw upon from our past experience, from all of the evaluation and sort of mental processes that we've been undergoing. Now is the time to take all of that mental energy, all of that non-physical stimuli, and then start to put it into physical practice. So this moon is very strong for manifesting sort of what has been building up in the last few months and the last few lunar cycles. That's what I'm feeling psychically. One more thing. As you can see here, this full moon is actually a partial lunar eclipse. That plays a huge role as well. The lunar eclipses are very much, any eclipse is a time of transformation. And a lunar eclipse is a time of sort of readjusting our inner self to reflect the goals that we are pursuing in the world around us, in our lives, okay? So this really resonates with what I was feeling intuitively, that this is a time to sort of start taking those first steps from all the planning, mental stage, into starting to manifest your goals. And this is always going to come through in the first initial steps through what you're doing, your actions, in your daily routine, in your approach to things, and your mindset. All of that planning needs to start to come to fruition in the actions, the physical actions that you're taking. Now we'll go ahead and get into the tarot reading, and this is using the Lumina Tarot. Now I align myself with the Most High God and the Holy Spirit Hecate. Please communicate the truth to me through these cards so that I may be guided for the highest good of all. Thank you, and so mote it be. Please give us your divine guidance for this full moon, so that we may be guided for the highest good, greatest success and joy of all. Thank you, and so mote it be. So we're just going to go with 3 cards for this reading. The Empress. This card is all about fertility, creativity, abundance, prosperity, fecundity of life, of your own life force within and of the greater world around you. So this card is letting us know that there is a plethora of options, of energy, of materials surrounding us, of resources surrounding us, mentally, physically, emotionally, that we can draw upon to create something, to birth something, whether that's a new goal, whether that is some project you're working on, a new relationship, a new approach to something. This can represent a physical makeover of your appearance. This can represent redecorating, redoing your house. This can represent reevaluating your workspace or how you approach your work. So the Empress sort of is also about taking control of that creative energy, of that creative process, and putting it to use in a creative way that will benefit you in the long term. So this energy is very much about giving birth to something new that will take on a life of its own in the long term, and that will benefit you, your prosperity, your abundance in the future. So very important to start off your week or your full moon with this sort of intention, okay, and with this in mind. Next, we have the Hierophant. Now, this card and this energy is all about structure. Remember, I said that at the beginning of this video that this energy was about restructuring our lives and our ways of doing things. That's where this card comes in. So once we have this creative energy from the Empress, creativity, this energy is all about taking this creative force, this creative energy within, giving it structure, giving it form, scheduling out those individual steps to get to where you need to be. And then the Six of Wands is all about reaching that goal, getting there. This is the victory. This is the success. After you take the advice of the first two cards, putting that creative energy to use in a structured way. So this reading seems to be all about inspirational energy is being given form and function through us. Okay? And the results of that are the success and the victory that we desire. And Six of Wands is also about sharing that success and sharing that victory with others. Maybe there's other people that have helped you along the way. And the Six of Wands is about our own rewards, but it's also about rewarding those who have helped us to attain our achievements as well along the way. People who believed in you, people who encouraged you, people who helped you in some way. The Six of Wands is a very powerful card, an omen of success and victory, and spreading that energy to other people who deserve it, who have earned it. The Six of Wands is sort of like the initial level of success that you attain by following a plan through. Once again, with the Hierophant and with the Empress. So there's a creative energy at work given form with the Hierophant. And the initial success, the initial first steps, that's what the Six of Wands represents. But the Six of Wands also reminds us that there is more success, more levels of attainment to be achieved. So you want to use and invest whatever rewards that you attain to further amplify your success and your achievement and your goals. Okay, remember that the Hierophant card is here, so structure is important. Patterns and cycles are important. And using this creative energy of the Empress card in that way is important. So sort of another message coming through with this is every burst of success and rewards that you attain with this energy, you want to invest some of that into further success and further attainment. So invest in yourself, invest in your team, and continue to invest that into your further growth and development. And things will continue to amplify when you do this. Okay? So that is the message coming through for this full moon. And once again, this does relate back to the full moon in Sagittarius with Pluto and Saturn present. This is a rebirth. This is about understanding structure and limitations and the necessity for the sort of dominance that you need to have over yourself. It's very easy to be caught up in a quick success and then just let things dwindle from there. And Sagittarius is about expansion. It is about new ways of doing things. So this will be a time to look into new ways of generating income, of understanding that you are reaching a new level of productivity. I almost feel like saying, like, you can keep doing what you've been doing, but you can also take a step forward as well at the same time without losing any sort of energy or productivity in the process, because things are advancing. You're advancing in your skills and your abilities and in your team, in your interpersonal connections, to where you can take on a little bit more to keep making those steps forward to progress. So that's the message that's coming through for this reading. Let me know. Leave a comment below. Please leave a comment below if this reading has helped you in any way. And if you would like to get in touch with me for a private reading, the methods for that are also below in the description box. And that's going to be all for this reading. So hopefully this helped you. And as always, I hope that you take the messages and apply them where they fit in your life. Hope that you have a great full moon. And I look forward to connecting with you in future readings. Please subscribe. Leave a comment and a like so we can help the channel grow. And I'll see you on the next one. As always, hail to the witches out there. Hail to Goddess Hecate, and blessed be.